for NBA action on two. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Dick in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, we've got Carlton Carrington. Whitmore is out there with Alexander Sarr. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Kessler in at the 5. Legs were past the halfway point of the season. Some teams starting to run out of time as far as their postseason hopes.
Well, Brian, the play-in will give teams more hope as the season winds down. But if you're in that bottom third of the league in terms of record at this point, it may be time to turn your attention to the draft.
Can be tough on a player, too, to try to finish out a season that way.
Boy, it really is.
Connects from downtown.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
And here's Reeves outside. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And here's MP from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Reeves. Back to Whitmore. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And the basket by MP.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Here's Reeves, following the three-point basket by Toronto.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Oh, didn't think that was going in. MP's got 18.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Kessler, a screen on Dick. To the inside. It's stolen by Pirtle. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Washington with the ball, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Here's Whitmore outside, drills it from deep.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
And here's Reeves outside. Pirtle grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 16. Dick finds MP. Fires the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Kessler with a bucket.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
From deep, MP. Sarr pulls it in. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. And he gets it to go. Reeves has got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
A deep 3 from MP. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
The Wizards trail by 18. Sarr with a screen on quickly. The 3 ball. Sarr misses. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Sarr with a screen on quickly. Pass to Sarr. Fires the 3. The shot comes out. And so it's MP making things happen for Toronto. He added to his astounding... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a...
Hey, yo, right here.
Now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now. And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Johnson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
MP against Reeves. From deep, MP knocks down the long J. MP's got 42 in the game.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Reeves with a screen on quickly. Outside Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. Sarr with a screen on Ingram. From deep, Johnson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Fires for 3. And the Raptors, another 3.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back over to you, Brian.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. It's rebounded by Washington. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Marshall outside. Outside Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Ingram. From deep, Johnson. Washington again can't hit. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Marshall outside. There's a screen by Marshall. Johnson against Ingram. Looking to end the run. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Outside Reeves. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
From deep, MP. Again! What an avalanche! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Johnson inside, covered by Ingram. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The three from Quickly. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Quickly's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's the Toronto Raptors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome to halftime. First order of business, catching up on the injuries around the league.
Something Embiid's had to battle even before he reached the NBA, managing injuries. But when he's available and he's in the flow, he reminds me of myself, pretty unstoppable.
Well, anyway, his absence leaves a big hole in the middle, like a donut. That reminds me of you.
Hey, don't say donut around Shaq unless you got one.
Is that one over there in that box?
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Toronto Raptors.
They're just a far more physical team, and it shows up everywhere, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the battle of possessions along with pretty much every other battle. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
We've got Cam Whitmore, Alexander Sarr out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Carlton Carrington, and it's Reeves in at the two. That's the group for Washington right now.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Oh, got that one up quick.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
From the line, the shot by Reeves, no good.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Whitmore. Now here's Sarr. He's guarded by Barnes. Sarr misses. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
Pass to Whitmore. Shot to stop the run. No good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
There's the three. And again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. And here's Whitmore. Kessler, a screen on Dick. Here's Whitmore outside. Bertle grabs a miss. Bertle's got his fourth rebound in this one.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
He buries it from three. MP's got 15 points in just the second half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down, get high percentage looks, and then D up. Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Sarr with a screen on Dick. Here's Whitmore. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Whitmore's got 5 points.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Outside Carrington. Back to Reeves. Washington moving the ball around. And it's Whitmore missing.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Oh, another one falls.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
From deep, MP connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Reeves with a screen on Dick. Outside Reeves. Barnes against Sarr. Pass to Kessler. 6 to shoot. Outside Reeves. Three-pointer. Quickly with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Good. He hits again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Now here's Reeves. Back to Whitmore. Sarr a screen. To the middle. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
From deep, MP. He got it again! Sensational!
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. Pass to Kessler. On the wing, Reeves. And here's Sarr. He's guarded by Barnes. Baseline jumper. And so it's MP making things happen for Toronto. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in
Washington will go for a different look here. Kessler, he's checked in for Marshall. Sarr comes in for Johnson. Whitmore's checked in for Johnson. And it's Carrington in for Branham. And Toronto also making a switch. MP's checked in. And obviously we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
So for the Raptors right now, the perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Then it's MP, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position, locking down the middle. Drops in the 3. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
And look at that range from MP. He's really showing it off right now. He may be young, but man, does he ever shoot it with confidence.
Takes the 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Reeves. Pass to Sarr. Here's Whitmore outside. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles has got 4 rebounds now. A nice shot by MP.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And so MP will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. The 3 is up. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Back to Carrington. Launches it. Rebound, Toronto. MP looking around. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Takes a three. And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is. And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. Take a look at the Hawks. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And you know, for the Raptors, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's Garza in at the center, filling out the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this straight, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Fires from way outside, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
MP showing you have to stay connected to him the moment he crosses half court.
Outside Williams, and here's Brown outside. Busted. No good that time either. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. MP's shot is good.
Shooting while in rhythm. MP has a good sense for when to take these quick shots.
White, wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Absolutely. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
Now here's White. 12 points his last outing. No good, unable to end this run.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Austin with the ball. Following the three-pointer by MP. Williams with the ball. Headed now by Barnes. Pass to Garza. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 21.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Fires the three. The shot comes out.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation. I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Jacks up a three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Boston has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. White, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in. And George is subbed in for Derek White. Raptors leading by 22. MP fires from way outside. The long distance three is buried. MP's got 30.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Down low, outside for George. Takes a three, and it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. MP way outside, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Back to Pritchard. Oh, good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The three from MP. And again, it's Toronto with the three.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
MP against Brown. To end the run. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Toronto Raptors leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. MP's checked in for the Raptors. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Then it's MP. And it's Gillespie in at the point.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside, George. Back to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to...
Hits it again. Wow!
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
Well, GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year. Just 4 to shoot. George passes to Walsh, and Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
Celtics making a switch here. Garza's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Ingram's checked in. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 45 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And another miss by Boston.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
For Boston, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. They get it again, outside White. Pass to Williams, and they get it. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. A 3 from MP. And good! There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Outside, George from downtown. And it's George again missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind. Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Boston Celtics.
Well, these guys can't hit the threes. Pretty hard to win like that these days.
Maybe they went to the Dr. O'Neil School of Shooting.
Big talk for somebody who averaged 11.9999, aka 12 points a game.
That's over a long time of years, though.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Kenrich Williams out there with Brown, and it's Garza in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Pritchard. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes. Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Brown against Ingram. 7-foot shot. Brown, no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And White, the bucket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 4 assists in the game. The 3 from MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Here's White, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And another one falls.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Launches from deep. And good, he hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Looking to get back on track here. Back to White. Driving to the basket. And White with the stuff.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. A 3 from MP. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Pass to Pritchard. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Raptors have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. A nice shot by MP.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Pritchard passes to Williams. And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And a wide open look for MP. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
They get it back. White, good.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
The 3 from MP. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pritchard with the screen on MP. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Softly drops in the floater. White's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Here's Brown. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Raptors running away with it. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And for the Celtics, they're shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. So for Toronto right now, they've got R.J. Barrett, and it's... Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside, Gonzalez. To the middle, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
The scoring instincts of PG are razor sharp. He just keeps on attacking.
The 3 from MP. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
The Celtics have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Walsh. George up top. Covered by MP. A nice shot by George.
They are just killing them on the interior.
MP from deep three-point land. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
That doesn't go either for George.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
There's a good screen. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Garza. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. George, no good. And here's Toronto. They're on a 14-4 run. For the 3, MP again from deep.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Brown the pass to Gonzalez. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Here's Gillespie. Pass to MP. From deep three-point land. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Good, another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Launches a three. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road